What if I told you that all your hard-earned gains could start shrinking in just 2 weeks? Yeah, 2 weeks. The arms you built, the chest you flex in every mirror, the squats that nearly broke you, gone faster than a Snapchat streak.
They say muscles are hard to earn and ridiculously easy to lose. But what actually happens when you stop working out? Do you wake up the next morning looking like spaghetti left in the pot too long? Do your biceps pack their bags and ghost you like a bad Tinder date? Or is something much stranger happening inside your body? This is the story of what really happens when you quit the gym for a whole year. And spoiler alert, it's not what you think. Stick around because by the end, this won't just be about muscles.
Chapter 1. The honeymoon phase. The first week without the gym. You feel like a rebel. No alarms dragging you up at 5 a.m., no limping around like a penguin after leg day, no choking down cold, dry chicken breast at midnight because your macros said so. Life feels amazing. Your couch becomes your new squat rack. Netflix replaces cardio. That gym bag sitting in the corner, it looks at you like a sad puppy, but you ignore it. You think, I'll be back soon, just a week off. I deserve this. But here's the catch. While you're enjoying this new freedom, your body is already making tiny changes. Quiet changes. And they're happening faster than you realize. Your check-in. Be honest. What's the longest you've ever skipped the gym? Drop it in the comments. I bet some of you are on week off number 27. Chapter 2. Muscles are needy pets. Here's the truth. Muscles are needy. They're like high-maintenance pets. Feed them, train them, give them attention. They reward you. Stop, they sulk. Science calls it atrophy. I call it the exact moment your sleeves stop hugging your arms and start flapping like loose curtains. Within 2 to 3 weeks of doing nothing, your muscle fibers are already starting to shrink at a cellular level. The volume of the muscle decreases, water content drops, glycogen storage goes down. Your body is efficient. It doesn't keep extra muscle around if you're not using it. Muscles are expensive. They burn calories even at rest. So the moment you stop training, your body's like, cool, we don't need this much horsepower anymore. Let's scale down. Question: do you notice your pump disappearing after just a week? That's not all in your head. Your body really does deflate like a balloon that's losing air. Chapter 3. The Nervous System Secret, Month 1. Here's the plot twist. Your strength doesn't just vanish, not right away. That's because strength isn't only about muscle, it's also about your nervous system. Think of every rep you've ever done as practice, building a Wi-Fi network between your brain and your muscles. The stronger the signal, the smoother the lift. So even if the muscles start shrinking, the Wi-Fi signal is still there for a while. That's why after a month off, you can walk back into the gym, grab a barbell, and think, wow, I lost size, but I still kind of remember how to lift this thing. But don't get too cocky. Without muscle mass to back it up, that strength starts slipping like sand through your fingers. Ever surprised yourself by hitting a lift after a long break? That's your nervous system flexing, not your muscles. Chapter 4. The Mirror Betrayal. And then comes betrayal. The mirror starts telling the truth. Your arms look smaller. Your chest isn't popping. Your shirts fit comfortably, which is code for you've lost size. And the worst part? The office guy who peaked in college football suddenly looks bigger than you. That's when it hits you. Because muscles aren't just fibers. They're confidence, their identity, their armor. Losing them feels like losing a part of who you are. And then the jokes come. Still working out, or are you just in the yoga now? That's the polite version. The American version is, bro, you quit lifting? You look like you got drafted to the chess team. You laugh on the outside, but deep down, it hurts more than missing a PR attempt.
Chapter 5. The Science of Muscle Memory.
But here's the good news. You're not starting from zero. Your body has a cheat code, muscle memory. When you train, your muscles don't just get bigger. They add special little managers called myonuclei. These managers stick around even if the muscle itself shrinks. So picture this. You close a restaurant for a year. The tables are gone, the lights are off, the place is dusty. But the staff? They're still waiting outside, in uniform, clipboards in hand, ready to fire things up the moment you unlock the doors. That's why people who used to train can rebuild muscle way faster than beginners. They're not starting from scratch. They're reactivating an old system. And studies suggest those myonuclei can last for years, maybe even decades. So no, you didn't waste all that time you spent in the gym. Your body remembers. It's literally rooting for your comeback. Chapter 6. Life without the gym. Here's the part nobody talks about. When the gym disappears, so do the rules. Suddenly, you notice life beyond lifting. You say yes to late-night pizza with friends. You go on trips without stressing about missing push day. You eat a burger without calculating protein, fat, and carbs in your head. For some people, this is freedom. For others, it's terrifying. Because when you're no longer the guy who lifts or the girl who squats, who are you? That's a heavier question than any barbell.
Chapter 7. The Silent Consequences. Now the hidden costs start creeping in. Metabolism slows. Muscle burns calories even while you sleep. Lose muscle and your body becomes a smaller furnace. Suddenly, the same foods hit harder. Those fries you used to get away with, now they cling to your waist like Velcro. Endurance crashes. One flight of stairs turns into Everest. Carrying groceries feels like a workout. Jogging for the bus? Forget it. You're dying halfway there. Mood shifts. Exercise gives you endorphins, the feel-good chemicals. Without them, stress builds. You're tired, irritable, and that guy chewing gum too loudly becomes your arch nemesis. Posture weakens. No more heavy rows or deadlifts means your back muscles soften. Your core slackens. Pretty soon you've got tech neck and a slouch that screams, "I binge watch Netflix for a living." And here's the sneaky part. These changes are slow. You don't notice them day to day until suddenly your jeans are tighter, your arms are smaller, and you're out of breath tying your shoes. Chapter 8. The Ego Battle. Here's the toughest part, not physically, but mentally. You stop posting gym selfies. You avoid mirrors. You skip reunions because you don't want people to notice. Confidence drops, ego crumbles. And you start asking dangerous questions. Was I ever actually strong, or was it just the pump? Did I even deserve to call myself fit? This is where many people give up for good, not because their bodies can't bounce back, because their pride won't let them start from scratch. Chapter 9. The Comeback Code. After 1 year. But here's the miracle. Your body forgives. When you finally step back into the gym, the weights feel brutal. That 225 squat that used to be a warm-up, now it feels like the barbell is actively plotting your death. But your body remembers. Those myonuclei, they've been chilling in the locker room this whole time, waiting for the coach to say, "You're back in the game." The first 2-3 weeks suck. You're sore, humbled, weak. You question everything. But then, the magic happens. Progress comes quicker than you expect. The pump feels unreal. Your shirts get tighter. The mirror smiles back at you. And before long, people start noticing. Hey man, back in the gym? That feeling? That's better than any PR. Because the comeback isn't just about muscle. It's about identity. It's proof that you can fall off and rise again. Chapter 10. The real muscle memory. The lesson. So what really happens when you quit the gym for a year? Physically, your muscles shrink, your strength dips, your endurance falls off, and that six-pack slowly morphs into a dad pack. Your muscles shrink, but your story, it grows. And maybe that is the real muscle memory.
So let me ask you, have you ever quit the gym? What did you lose and what did you gain? Drop your story in the comments. Someone out there might need to hear it. And if you're thinking of a comeback, remember, your body is ready, faster than you think. If this video made you laugh or maybe hit a little too close to home, smash that like button. Subscribe for more deep dives into fitness, mindset, and the weird science of our bodies.